Okay, let's just see how you did here with the paraphrasing. Measles, chickenpox, or scarlet fever? Question mark. Okay, good. That's a good title, I think. As you know, a rash is the most obvious sign of measles. Similarly, it is the most obvious sign of both chickenpox and scarlet fever. Okay, good. There are slight differences that. Okay, so here you might want to say that can help you as a nurse to distinguish between the three infectious diseases. Good. When you visit a family with young children who suffer from a rash, you can ask, not necessarily him, yeah, it could be her, if the rash is itchy or not. If it is itchy, that means that the patient has measles. Okay. What about scarlet fever? You can observe the red spots on their face or tiny white spots as Koplik spots inside the mouth. This helps you, and there's an S missing here, to make sure that the patient has measles, not the infection. You don't have to have infection here, okay? The rash of measles presents first behind the ears and not at, but on the forehead. Then it spreads down the neck, arms, trunk, and finally legs. It occurs within 3 to 4 days of infection, whereas if the rash is itchy, the patient may have scarlet fever or chickenpox. Okay. Okay, so wait a second, you're confusing me here, because you said if it's... Oh, I think I misread that. Similarly... Okay, if the rash is not itchy, then it's measles. Okay, I see. If it is itchy, okay, this is an interesting way to look at it. Very good. Okay, patients may have scarlet fever or chickenpox. If in this case you have to check the rash, that can help you identify the disease. Okay, good. Chickenpox rash starts with a flat spot to red spot. Okay, that abruptly becomes bumpy, and the blisters. Okay, and then blisters. I think you have a grammar mistake here. Then blisters and the surrounding halo of redness. The latter has thin wall and easily... Okay, so you have, look at your tense here, why you wrote in broken, easily broken. The latter has thin wall and is easily broken, okay? While the rash of the scarlet fever is 1 to 2 millimeter bumps. Chickenpox rash appear on the trunk or scalp, palms, and the soles of feet. Okay, good. So this is a good way to distinguish it. I think you would do well to sort of break this up into paragraphs. So you've written basically one long paragraph here. Also, it might be... Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. Okay, a few lesions develop on the mucous membrane. However, scarlet fever rash begins on the neck and spreads to trunk and finally the arms and legs. It may appear also in the body creases like armpits and elbow folds. Okay, it's not that it may appear, it may develop into. That's a little different, okay? So you need to work on that. Scarlet fever rash lasts about 4 to 5 days, while chickenpox rash may last 1 to 3 weeks. By knowing all these differences, you can determine between the 3 childhood infections. Okay, between, not the 3 childhood infections, but these, yeah, because you're speaking of specifically these infections. Okay, that's a very good way to break it up. One area that you need to work on is dividing this ideas that you have into paragraphs. Okay, it makes it a little bit easier to understand. And also, when you're talking about the different types of rashes or the locations, you might want to use that idea too. So it's good that you used the itching to divide the cases of chickenpox and measles and scarlet fever, but you might want to also distinguish the appearance and how long it lasts. Okay, you did that in the end, but that might be a different paragraph with this topic sentence. Okay, very good. That's a very good second paraphrase. That's great. Good job.